So relaxation helps you generate more power, which will give you more speed. So how does it do that? Well, I'm going to tell you in a minute, but first of all, I want to make sure that you hit the subscribe button so you get more videos like this, because the videos I release, you're not going to get from many other channels. And these kind of videos on how to apply relaxation are really going to upgrade your performance to how you should be running as an athlete, should be racing as an athlete. So hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, which will give you a notification when I release more videos like this. But relaxation, how does it generate more power? Well, generally we know as athletes how important strong glutes are. You'll probably have it in your training, in your strength training. You probably have exercises that are actually focused on generating glute power and getting the strength of the glutes. But what you probably don't know is that there needs to be another muscle working optimally for your glutes to work, because there's other muscles called antagonistic muscles, and you know about them, probably know about these antagonistic muscles in the fact that your quads and hamstrings, they're antagonistic muscles. And these muscles have to kind of work together, and the way they work together is when one muscle is actually contracted, the other one has to relax. So there has to be that kind of relationship going on of tension, of work and relaxation. And once those muscles work together like that, then they're going to generate more power for you. Well, the glutes are just the same. Whereas the quads and hamstrings have each other, the other muscle that the glutes have is the psoas muscle, which is a hip flexor muscle. And the hip flexor muscle, the psoas, should be optimal for your glutes to power. It has to be optimal for your glutes to generate power. And it has to be relaxed to generate power. Now, the psoas muscle has many roles and benefits in them. It's got a lot to do with the stabilization of the muscle of the hips, but its primary is obviously as a hip flexion, and it comes into its role just above 90. When you raise your knee to 90 degrees to your hip, just hip height, then up again, that's when it comes into its own. And that's when that contraction there by the psoas is up there, the glutes have to relax. And when the actual glutes are starting to generate the power, so the foot comes down and hits the floor, that's when the glutes come in. And that muscle, when the glutes are generating power, the psoas muscle has to be relaxed. But the problem is, because of stress of life, psoas muscle is constantly tight. And if the muscle is constantly tight, this is going to restrict the power the glutes are going to have. So I'm sorry if we're getting a bit technical, but you really need to know this as an athlete. For the glutes to generate power, the psoas has to be relaxed, or to be able to be relaxed. But the problem is that the psoas muscle is very responsive to stress. It's very responsive to how we think. And if we're generating a lot of chronic stress through what we're constantly thinking about on our phones, the basic challenges in life, if it's one challenge after another and we're constantly stressed, then the psoas is going to tighten. And when it's tightened, this is going to affect our posture and it's going to affect our glute power. So what we're doing is relaxation is really, really important to counteract the stress, and therefore to get the strength, to loosen up the psoas to generate the power of the glutes. And this is really, really important. So this is why relaxation is really, really important. It generally helps you, when you relax it opens up the psoas to open up, and this helps the glutes to do its job. So that's why relaxation is so important for generating more power, specifically out of the blocks. Once I get my athletes to do it, as a coach myself, just before they get in the blocks, if I find when they come out of the blocks in the training session, they look tight and they're all over the place basically, I get them to just take a few deep breaths before they get in the blocks, and the change is noticeable because you can hear them generate the power out of the blocks, and their running is smoother as well. So that is why kind of the link between relaxation and power. Once you generate and breathe properly, and you notice the breathing that works for you, basically the starting point is always belly breathing, diaphragmatic breathing. That's what we have to teach ourselves to do, where we're just generating and getting the air to go down into our belly, where the belly domes up and nothing in the chest. That's the first step in actually getting ourselves to be relaxed. And once you perfect that, then you start to feel relaxed. And once you feel that relaxation, then you know the helping your glute power, because the psoas is opening up. It's not tight. So that's why, kind of physically, why breathing is so important for your performance. It's not just feeling that kind of looseness when you're running and being that flow, but scientifically, in terms of physical power, it makes a difference to your body and to basically your hip muscles. So really make a difference to it. Make sure you get that belly breathing working, that light breathing. If you feel tight there, that light breathing into your belly can really make a difference. And once you start to feel your shoulders start to drop, then you probably feel that kind of sense of sereneness, maybe that little bit of a druggy kind of relaxation. That's an indication that you're starting to be relaxed, and when you're actually in the moment. And once you have that, then you're ready to race. But you need to practice this in your training before you get in the blocks, in each rep you do, even before in your speed endurance sessions. So, because when you do that, you're helping the glutes fire. You're helping the glutes generate more power, and helping the rest of your body generate more power. So always remember, the glutes can't function on its own without the psoas being relaxed. They work together as antagonistic muscles. So you need to be making sure that you actually got those working optimally. And to get them to working optimally, you have to be relaxed. To be relaxed, use the breathing. Get in the present moment. Get into your body. Get out of your thoughts. Say so what to your nerves. And once you do that, you'll be much closer to your optimal performance. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.